Hi everyone and welcome to another day of chess. Today we will be playing in the chess.com Title Tuesday tournament. It is the strongest online tournament there is. And as such, I'm not massively ambitious. I once managed to get a top 3 placement, but all the other times I've just been happy to to be a part of it, essentially. So I'm hoping for a couple of upsets, preferably not in. That's not good. I really thought I turned the sound off on that. Thank you to my Ukrainian bear for subscribing. FCDK, not Denmark, not Denmark. It's Dynamo Kiev from the Ukraine. Andrew's gonna play, says Eric. Okay. It basically solidifies my feeling that this is the absolute strongest event there is in chess. I'm gonna do some bullet games. Until we start. It's still half an hour before the action kicks off. So if you can challenge me, if you want to play some bullet, just go ahead and challenge me, and I'm just gonna do a random seek. You cannot start new games while you're in a tournament. Bad news. I guess I will go out of the tournament in order to do some bullet. King Mid asks, how come Eric and Magnus met EMT? I'm assuming that's met on Elite Chess to play bullet. I don't know, but it was good fun. I was up watching way past my bedtime, watching Carlsen and Eric Hansen do some bullet. And I got a challenge from Mike Klein, and my loyal viewers will of course remember Mike for being my 3 checks opponent in December, and he got a bad beating in 3 checks at that point. So now I'm gonna show him that bullet is not gonna be a different story. It's just gonna be more suffering for him. Any leftover spaghetti, asks Darth Vader. Yeah, no, it did look good. I think it is pretty good. But because it's very good, there's nothing left. I ate it all, or that's slightly inaccurate. Magnus ate some of it, and then I ate the rest. Links not allowed. No, Moobot is pretty mean that way. This looks like trouble. Actually, e4 there might be very strong. Let's do this, and then this, and then this. If you're offering, Mr. Klein, I will gladly take your pieces. Let's do this, and then this, then this. And I won on time. Chess Bay is trying to fix the links not allowed, and she suspects it's a Twitch setting, not Moobot. And Funmaster Mike in the chat says he's too weak, too slow. Good game. And then he goes blaming it all on his touchpad. Let's do Yaboy Agent. You were the first guy in the chat, so we gotta take a game. Yeah, no, I'm working on the thing. If ChessBase says that it's a Twitch setting, then probably she's right. But the thing is that I have looked through my Twitch settings and I don't understand why links wouldn't be allowed. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck on that. Not figuring it out. Probably I shouldn't have allowed that sacrifice. But it's all good. Playing quickly. Trying to make something happen. No links until we figure it out. That is the short summary. Ooh, queen there I don't think was very good. Let's protect and then go back. I'll take this one if given the chance again. I'll even take this one. Let's give the king some air. And yeah, attack two pieces at once is a good idea. Now black is soon out of pieces. Yeah, no more pieces for black. Rematch, actually, we're gonna play against Yisvenen from the Netherlands. Now, of course, the most embarrassing thing would be if I now missed the title Tuesday because I was having too much fun playing Bullet. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. But somebody spam the chat if kind of I'm approaching missing out on the tournament. Mid King has been surfing the interwebs and has seen the video of me playing beach volleyball and beating Magnus Carlsen. I had so much fun with that. So much fun. I mean, you have no idea. Beating Magnus in beach volleyball, it made my not my day, it made my week. Maybe even more than that, actually. Thank you to Ghetto Porridge for subscribing. Attacking two things. That's a lot of pawns. A lot of pawns. And now there's no way to stop it. Ooh. I'm just gonna give up that bishop. Guy Erik asks, can you explain how Magnus and others can play on many accounts? I don't know. I've only seen Magnus play on one account. Maybe you mean the Lichess. I don't know about Lichess stuff. Let's do another one. Who do we have here? We have a Norwegian. We're going to be kind to the Norwegian crowd challenging. Is Naka playing? Asks Liam. I don't know. I don't know. We don't really know who's playing until the tournament starts. Håkon is playing well, but I have a slight time advantage, so I'll try to exploit that. Håkon is doing very well. Let's take, and then here, and then here. Free pawn. Super strong is not a hint that Magnus will play. Super strong is just a hint that it's really, really strong. It's going to be a lot, very, very difficult to win it. I assume Lichess gave Magnus permission to make another account. Kovalenko is in it, says Chess Bay. Yeah, no, Kovalenko is interesting because he's going to be our opponent tomorrow for the Pro Chess League. So the Norway Gnomes are playing the Riga Magicians, and Kovalenko is their #1 player. And in internet chess and speed chess, he's a beast. He's a proper beast. He's very, very good. So that's going to be a tough challenge for the Gnomes to handle. Wow! And Mid King is saying that Kovalenko just almost managed a draw against Hikaru in Blitz, in a Blitz match. Hey Liam, thanks for wishing me good luck. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. This is gonna be massively difficult. Massively difficult. So some people will actually remember my last title Tuesday. I made some waves on Simon's stream playing on a draw position for, let's just say, quite some time. And that was, yeah, one of my best games actually, that session. So I didn't have a very nice time at the previous title Tuesday. Somehow I'm expecting it to go better this time while streaming. I don't know the logic behind that. But I'm gonna give it a try. That's a free bishop. Yes, many more people have subscribed to get access to Magnus's video. I have gotten 200 new subscribers the last two days. So I'm really happy about that, of course, and I hope that everyone will stick around because there's Magnus content is brilliant, but I really do like to think I do some good content myself as well. And not to mention the gnomes. Best way to follow the gnomes, right here. Check. And then this. Looks strong. Very strong. Check. Checkmate. Hammer time. Vertrich is asking me to have an elaborate plan for the tournament. Closed positions, maneuvering, or fast play in open lines. I think there's an increment. I think there's 2 extra seconds per move, so it's not. I don't need to be massively quick. I think it's enough to be quick toward the end. Closed positions, maneuvering. I'll try to exchange queens. That's basically always my strategy, right? Always my strategy to exchange the queens. Random name thinks that I should challenge Magnus to a 1 minute versus 30 seconds 50 game match. I don't know how I would get. I mean, it would be so embarrassing getting berserked by Magnus every single time. That would be massively depressing. I actually managed to lose to Magnus yesterday. 1 minute. I had 1 minute. He had 30 seconds, and I lost. And yeah, I quit the tournament after that, of course. I mean, how could you continue after getting berserked? Somehow I played a normal opening in bullet, and that is not my go-to strategy. But having played a normal opening, I guess we'll just have to jump around with the knight and see what happens. Yeah. My opponent is playing very sensibly. Me, I think not so much. But I have a time advantage? No, not anymore. Spending 7 seconds on a move. It really hurts your time hopes. And now I'm getting crushed on the board as well. Wow. Martin. Giving me some proper opposition before the... but there I have a pawn. And now I get the knight and I have the bishop pair. Things are looking up. Thank you to Jocke for subscribing. Mardua asks, are you streaming for a long time? Yeah, well, I'm streaming until the end of tournament. And maybe actually I might include my Pro Chess League fantasy lineup. Actually, I could have just taken that rook. There was a rook hanging. I might also do my fantasy lineup. So I would say I'm going to quit at between midnight and midnight. No more challenges. Have I really done all the challenges? This is a shout out to everyone who wants to challenge. Liam asks about the bullet match yesterday between Magnus and Eric. What I thought of it. I thought Eric did very well. I mean, he got crushed, of course, but he at some point he won 7 games in a row. So I think Eric did very well. But the thing is, whenever you play Magnus, you get crushed. Don't play him at chess if you think you're gonna get a good score. I think under the circumstances, I think Eric can be happy with how he did. Yeah, speaking of getting crushed, I might get crushed here. This is looking very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Ooh, massively dangerous. I might very well be checkmated in the next couple of moves. That is the problem with my bullet openings. It really kind of gives my opponent a lot of confidence to go checkmate me. Yeah, that's checkmate. And there's nothing I can do about it. That's no fun. Okay, I'm gonna resign. Let's do a rematch. I want a rematch. Bishop b4 stops, queen b4 stops checkmate. No. No. How does it stop? I get back to g8, f8? No. I don't think queen b4 was gonna help. I'm gonna have to go back, check that out. 10 more minutes until Title Tuesday starts. I'm looking pretty good in this game. New queen. Check. 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 And I tricked him in the end. Probably I was gonna win somehow anyway, but okay, we're gonna give some other guys a chance from France. This is Dear Soul Chess. Yeah, no, Chess Bay, I mean, you don't need to tell everybody who's playing. I mean, it's going to be massively strong. You don't need to rip up my confidence before we even start. Lenier is playing, yeah. Lenier is pretty strong. My Ukrainian bear is asking, what should we call you? I go by Jon Ludwig, but I accept Hammer. John is not okay. Not okay in any way, sort, or form. Jon Ludwig or Hammer. That is the acceptable ways. None of the names pose a threat to me, says Too Weak to Slow. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm really slow at internet chess. And surely you guys should know. You guys should know, because I'm on stream playing so slow. And you should know that I don't really feel like I have a chance. Every time I'm playing against the good guys, like Eric and stuff, I have a good position and I lose because of time. You guys know. You've seen the streams. Check. Can we call you MC Hammer? No. No. My name is not MC Hammer. Yeah, increment. Udai has a good reason. I mean, today there's an increment. So today, if I don't do well, it's because I'm playing poorly, not because I'm getting flagged. But somehow I have a tendency also of playing poorly sometimes. So many good players in Title Tuesday today, says Alex. Yes. So many strong players, I agree. Ah, Ziskini tries to challenge, but it says there's a game in play. Yeah, so probably there's actually a competition between everyone watching. You need to be quick to challenge immediately after I finish a game. I'm getting crushed. I'm getting massively crushed by Blue Window. Do you want to make yourself known in the chat? Because this is some bad beating I'm getting. Actually, there I could have taken your bishop. I could have taken your bishop. I'm going to take your bishop if you forget it one more time. Yeah. But now I'm going to have to flag you, I believe. That is my only option for winning this game. So sometimes I get flagged, sometimes you get flagged. And this is the ladder. And I tricked you. You thought I was going to go b7. I tricked you. I thought about going b7, but then I thought probably he will be expecting that. So I did something else. When can we see who will play today? Okay, so people are getting a bit impatient. Now I'm gonna have time for one more game, and then we will take a look at the participants list. John Ludwig Flagger. That is, I'm not sure how I feel about that name. Ooh, that I'm gonna take. I'm gonna try to be cheeky. Yeah, you saw that one, didn't you? You saw that one. And now you're trying to be cheeky. That's always an option. I didn't fall for it though. Not gonna fall for it. And now, are you gonna forget about it? Yes. Yes, you did. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the tournament, and then we will take a look at all the participants. Blue Window is in the chat. Very good game, Blue Window. That was a tough one. And don't try to do links, because we have a problem with Mr. Moobot. Moo. He's pretty angry about those links. And if Chessbay cannot solve it, I don't know who can. Scroll down, says Udai. Okay, but on this list, we have Naroditsky. We have some French guy. I have no idea. We have Caruana. We have Kovalenko. We have Le Quang Liem. Those are big hitters. Naroditsky, Caruana, Kovalenko, Le Quang. And other good guys as well. Let's go down. We have Paco. Paco is in the house. Ooh, and we have Andrejkin. Andrejkin, very, very strong. And he's 19th seed. I'm playing in a tournament in which Andrejkin is the 19th seed. That is so sick. Donchenko is pretty good. Kostenyuk playing under Chess Queen. We have Eric Hansen as the 35th seed. That is some sick stuff. We have Gawain Jones. And we have, wow, number 42, Mr. Hammer himself. Actually, I'm much higher rated than normal. I've actually gained a lot of rating points playing the Arena Kings tournaments. So I'm at 2600. Now I'm at 2650. So that's good. Anyone else we know? We have Bassem Amin. Number 54, Bassem Amin. We have Kirilla, number 72. He did a pretty bad job. He did a bad job as my fantasy pick 2 weeks ago. And number 75, let's give some love for a fellow gnome. Let's give some gnome love. I'm going to do some gnome logos in the chat. We have Laurent Fressinet with the number 75 seed from France. The first board of Norway Gnomes. Tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow. So, Laurent Fressinet. We will hope he has a good day to get a good feeling ahead of the Gnomes match. We have Roland Preussers, the Oslo Trolls player. Anyone else we know? Anyone else? We have Robert Hess as the 117th seed. That is so sick. And we have Blitzstream, Kevin Bordy, famous, he does the Blitzstream stream. And then we have Pavel Tregyubov, who's actually Kostenyuk's husband. So there's an interesting husband-wife matchup there. How many players in tourney? 348 players, one of which is Alexander Lenderman. That is weird. Is Magnus playing? Not that I know of. Blitzstream drew Magnus with the Grob. Wow. That is sick stuff. And we have started. I'm gonna remove the participants list. And in the first round, I'm playing a woman grandmaster from Bulgaria. And it's very easy to know that because she has spelled out her name in the username. Adriana Nikolava. Who I have never heard of, unfortunately. My connection got broken up. I'm still streaming, no? It says that my connection has been broken. That's not good news for me. But it's her clock running. Is there some kind of mistake? I'll try to ping myself. I'm having connection issues. How am I going to solve that? If I'm still streaming, then it seems to be okay, right? Knut Uwe, chess.com is down. Wow! We broke chess.com. The title Tuesday, 350 participants. And we have booyah! We're broken down. Too many games started at the same time. Yeah, maybe. Refresh. That's a good idea, actually. I'm gonna refresh. Yeah, I'm not sure that did me any good. Perpetual stalemate goes, chess.com can't handle the hammer. Yeah. Well, either it's the hammer or it's the fact that Fressinet was the 117th seed. I don't know. Fress being the the what's with everybody doing the links? And Moobot is not being very nice. Pewdie asks, when was the last time you lost to a woman? That's a good question. It was probably, barring some of the internet games where I don't really know the sex of my opponent, it was probably against Hu Yifan in May. The Moscow FIDE Grand Prix. I lost against Hu Yifan. Tommy asks, he heard Carlson was on the stream. Will people be able to re-watch it? It's available for subscribers, video on demand. I charge for my video on demand. I charge. I only allow subscribers to watch, and that is not new. That I have been having subscribers only video on demand since I started out becoming a Twitch partner, and I need to keep it that way. So you are able to rewatch it if you get a subscription, which I seriously recommend you do. One thing, because the Magnus video is something you should see, but also because I have a lot of other great content, and a subscriber is also someone who supports me and supports my streaming, and it's very much appreciated. The tournament will be restarted. I recommend you refresh once again. Let's go to tournaments. Galagut asks, when are you streaming in Norwegian? I don't know. I'm gonna do some Norwegian streaming during this month, but I haven't set the dates. Go to I'm gonna do the link in the chat. Go to my events thingy to see all the streams I'm doing. And thank you to Heiser Jack for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm fine with it being restarted, but I'm not really able to even get back. Yeah, my screen capture is off right now, but it's just because I don't have the multiple games thingy. And as long as I cannot get connected, I can't get the multiple games. Heiser Jack asks, will you be playing the Crazy House Championship? Unfortunately, I'm away for the final. I'm playing another chess tournament just on the board in real life, so I cannot play the finals. I might play one of the qualifiers, but the thing is that the qualifying time was really bad for me because I have a busy schedule, so I may play in one of the late qualifiers, but that's 2 a.m. Norwegian time, so I'm not gonna guarantee I'm gonna go to. Too many refreshes. Please wait for 2 minutes and try again. Okay. Can we do something else in the meantime? Yeah, and thank you to Irigs for subscribing. Real life is overrated, says Perpetual Stalemate. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, in real life tournaments, I haven't been doing that well. So I might as well. I might as well not, I guess. But at the same time, I want to do well. I want to win an over-the-board tournament. So I'm going to give it a shot this month at the Kagage Resort Open. So that's going to be interesting. It's American style format. There's 5 days, 9 games. So we have 4 double rounds. It's too much, you could say, but at the same time, I'm thinking I'm young, I'm well prepared. I might benefit more from the tricky scheduling than other people. So I'm going to try to win that tournament. Gandelius had a nice weekend in Bundesliga. Yes, he did. And luckily, I managed to sign him for the Norway Gnomes before everybody realized that this was a gem for the league. So I'm very happy to have Niels on the team because he's a really strong player. Thank you to Kisakill for subscribing. Kenya, do you have a plan of your streaming? Here we're back. We're back and I have lost my game on time. That feels a bit cruel to me. Feels very cruel to me. But at least then I might have an excuse as to why I'm not doing very well. I have lost my game on time, and there's some guys with... Can that be right? I mean, probably they will need to restart the whole thing, right? Yeah. I guess I'll go to chat. Berry Trip, never so bad that it's not good for anything. I don't know if that's a English saying. It sounds better in Norwegian than English. Half the players won on time, half lost on time. Not sure this will count. Yeah, I would think so. I would think they restart. I think this happened earlier as well, and then they did a restart 1 hour later, which was a bit unfortunate because then I didn't feel like it got too late for me. Server got hammered. Even people in chess.com chat is having fun. It would be fun to have Mr. Lalum on stream, says Galagut. Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know how that would work. I'll try to pitch him at some point. Hasn't Title Tuesday started? No, Troll Chess. You might actually be able to join it after all, because there has been a hiccup with everybody getting disconnected on the first game. So yeah, probably there will be a restart. So get on the server and you will get to join the tournament. Final Table says that he likes me on TV too, but I should be less aggressive. Aggressive? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. Aggressive? No, never. I don't have an anger management problem at all. Actually, people might think I'm not being sarcastic. I have tendencies of anger management problems, but I hide it very well. Everybody's wondering where Chest Bay is. Yeah, she might be resetting the server. I agree. Her absence is very suspicious. Could she have something to do with the server crashing, or is she just the brilliant mind to fix it? Kissa Kill. Do you think you could get a deal with TV2 or other media to broadcast your Twitch streams? Would be great for Norway. I don't know. I don't know. But I think the more I do this, the more it's going to be, noticed. And then it could get interesting. But at the same time, I'm just a newbie to Twitch. So I mean, there's a lots of Twitch culture and also just Twitch tools I need to learn before I can be a real top level streamer. Too weak, too slow is saying that I have the same mouse as when I started streaming, which means I have control of my anger tendencies. Well, thank you. Yes, it's still the same one. But yeah, I tend to wreck other stuff than my mouse. We will be restarting the title Tuesday momentarily, says Perpetual Stalemate. Well, then I should be in here making sure that I don't miss out. Restarting, join, withdraw, help. I'm not sure where to click. Thank you to Flintheart for subscribing. Final Table asks, who is your favorite in the studio while doing chess commentary? My favorite is Finn Gnat. He's the host, and I think a lot of the normal chess broadcasts can really learn from the Norwegian TV and how they have a host. Because actually that can be really crucial, having somebody to kind of ask the right questions, but also simply somebody who says, now we're going to do this, now we're going to do this, now we're going to take a break. I really value Finn for the work he does. You don't have an anger problem, says come on. It's called passion. Yeah, no. Passion and anger. That's a healthy combination. I don't see any announcement. Cancelled. Okay, now it says cancelled. Close. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on the tournament. Let's do a bullet while we wait. New one will be started as soon as possible, says Chess Bay. I tried accepting one of my challenges, but apparently I couldn't. Hey streamer, hey chat, says hi shovel. Coil, wow, you might get banned for saying stuff like that. Web Girl asks, do you know if there's any big tournaments showing on Norwegian TV? Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, there is a big match between Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen, and it's starting this Friday. This Friday, being broadcasted on NRK. So that is some chess on television to look forward to. The tournament is back up, says Liam. Liam says the tournament is back up. I still can't see it. Do I need to refresh? I cannot see it. I'll refresh. I'll refresh. Oh, I can't see it. Liam. Beauty asks, can you explain Fisher Random? Yeah, we're having a link problem, Perpetual Stalemate. We're having a link problem, and my Twitch goddess can't figure it out. And so I can't figure it out if Chess Bay can't figure it out. So I'm kind of stuck with the links. It would be sad just to disable MooBot, just to stop the link bans. I'll try to figure it out. Why everyone says chess 960? There are less than 960 combinations. Really? There's less than 960? Why on earth are we calling it chess 960 then? That makes absolutely no sense. Kisakill asks, did you go to the Norwegian top athletes school? Yes, I did. NTGU didn't start. They didn't start the middle school in time for me to attend. But I went to the high school. NTG Bærum, with the handball players and with the okay, so somehow the new version of Title Tuesday is not on the tournament list, which was what was freaking me out. So, but now I'm back into the new Title Tuesday, and they have set the starting time for another 19 minutes. Another 19 minutes. So, and Chess Bay is doing a good job of keeping me up to date with the tournament link. I thought chess players can't play sports, says High Shovel. I don't think that's entirely true, but we're not very good at sports. Well, we're not world class at sports, but we do okay. We do okay. We tried challenging the wrestling team to a soccer match, and we won. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Seaman Agdestein was a national soccer team player, as well as being a top 20 chess player in the world. So yeah, some chess players are pretty good at sports. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take more bullet challenges. They're not gonna start the new version for another 18 minutes. So I'm taking more bullet challenges. Do you play any sports, Jon? Asks Olinalam. Yes, I play soccer. Soccer is huge in Norway. Huge, I tell you. Yeah, I play soccer in the Norwegian 7th division. It's at some point I actually was a member of a soccer team which finished last in the 8th division. So we were very literally the worst soccer team in Norway. We were the last place in the last league. But now we got promoted to the 7th. So that's a big deal for me being a such a on such a strong team. It's not really mostly it's not really my to my credit that the team is doing well, but I like being a part of it. What team? It's Valdemar's Kamertene. Really? No challenges other than this guy. We'll do another one against Håkon. What position do you play? I play the position where I can do the least damage and the least running. So I play a right or a left back. Because in modern football, those are the most challenging positions. But not the way I play the game. I stay back and thereby avoid a lot of running. So that's my philosophy. I actually blundered something. Yeah, no, I call it soccer because I learned English living in the US. Uh, so to me, it's soccer. Sorry if anybody feels offended by that. Blue Window is avoiding challenges because he doesn't think he can do any better than the last game. Well, to be fair, you did play a very good game. But, if you get another chance, why not take it? I might get to show you who's boss. I guess that's essentially what you're trying to avoid. How many not from Norway? Asks Kisakill. Actually, there's quite a few. To be honest, I really thought that most people watching my stream would be Norwegian. But as it turns out, that's not the case. If you play with viewers at some point. Well, I'm playing with viewers right now. To prove it, I'm playing a guy with the same username as in the chat. Vertrich is from San Jose, the heart of Silicon Valley. Yeah, now I lived in Berkeley. And that's basically the neighbor of San Jose. And one of my very best friends in chess is from Orinda. So I've been in the neighborhood a couple of times. Let's go checkmate him on the H file. Ooh. Now I'm definitely checkmating on the H file. In the hood, in the neighborhood. Ah, come on. Yeah, that's the thing about when you make one of those pre-move things. You never kind of expect your opponent to catch it. Still 12 more minutes, I think. And the tournament is still not in the... I'm gonna need the tournament link again. Ooh, here's the link. Tournament link. Yeah, they're starting in 11 minutes. I mean, hopefully they're not gonna, you know, just suddenly change their minds on me. So I think I'll be fine to do a couple more. Oh, there I messed up the... Sorry. Here's some other people waiting for the tournament to start playing Bullet. Let's do Heiser. Heiser, my newest subscriber. Or, well, one of my newer subscribers. Heiser. At this point, I would think that somebody could trick me in the opening. Because, I mean, I'm playing the very same stuff every single time. I've been playing the same Bullet opening since I was 12 years old. I'm not going to change my first moves. You might as well, you know, learn it and try to trick me somehow. Actually, I'm much worse. Now I'm much better. Things change quickly. Very quickly. How to protect this one? Maybe it's not possible, actually. This move. This move. And this move coming up. And then maybe this move. I don't like that move. I'm gonna go back. I like the knight here where it's blocking the pawn. I'm playing slowly at the moment. That's not good news. Are you a fan of the Sicilian Dragon, Mr. Hammer? No. Way too complicated for me. Way too complicated. I stay away from that stuff. Queen exchanges. That's how I play chess. Get those queens off the board as soon as possible. It makes for a much less complicated life. Okay, I'm actually in danger of being flagged here, so I'm gonna have to speed up a little bit. I don't know what happens if you take this one. Probably nothing. Is lichess as a word banned in chat? No, just links. Moobot is very unhappy about links, and we cannot figure out how. We cannot figure out how. Yeah, I'll do something about it when I figure out what's going on. The thing is that I have no clue, and Chessbay, who is the Moobot guru, when even she says she has no idea, then I'm kind of stumped. Then I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Any favorite Premier League team? No, I try to remain neutral. But at the moment, you know, I'm pretty weak for Tottenham. Because they have the Dane. The very, very, very good Dane, Christian Eriksen. I mean, how can you not love him? Such a player. Wow. Such a beast. Favorite black metal band? I don't know. I don't know. Actually, we spoke about this in chat, I think yesterday, or the last stream. And actually, Magnus and I once met Satyricon. I think they are black metal. Apparently, it's something Norway does very well. So we once met Satyricon. They were pretty nice guys, I think. High Shovel asks, is Norway in the Soccer World Cup? I mean, what rock are you living under? What rock are you living under? Of course, Norway is not in the Soccer World Cup. Are you kidding me? Norway is terrible, terrible, terrible at soccer. I mean, wow. I mean, yeah, no, we're not very good. We're definitely not in the World Cup. We haven't been at a championship for the last 16 years. No, 18 years. 18 years. I mean, basically, I have one memory of the Norway team playing a championship. And that is when we beat Brazil. I was 8 years old. And I still remember kind of the commentary. But other than that, Norway is terrible, terrible at soccer. Are you going to be doing any commentary for the Carlsen-Nakamura match? No, I'm not. I'm not doing any commentary. But I will be on site on Monday and Tuesday. I'm doing some content for the Play Magnus website. So I'll be on site the final 2 days. I think one final game and then we gotta join the tournament. One final game. Where can I see when you stream? I'm gonna write that down. Okay, final one. Let's do a Faroe East challenge from Groger. The Faroe East are basically, well, they're old Norwegians to some extent. 5 more minutes, says Guibi. Yeah, we know. I should have taken on H6 first, maybe. Oh, my pre-moving. My pre-moving made me not realize whose turn it was. Wow, that is tricky stuff. So now I'm a full rook down against Groger. I might have to find my bag of tricks to get out of this one. A full rook down. That is not good news. And now we exchanged queens. I'm not gonna pre-move stuff because I'm way ahead of time. I'm way ahead on time, so I'm just gonna take it easy and make sure I don't get checkmated in the next couple of moves. Take it easy. I don't think you're gonna survive this, Mr. Gregor. I think I'm gonna flag you. I'm afraid. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That was poor. I should not have opened that H file for you. But I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Still alive. Still kicking. Causing you some trouble. Okay, now I'm gonna join the titled Tuesday. 2 more minutes. High Shovel. 10 out of 10 would subscribe if I wasn't dirt poor. Well, that sounds like the best review you could get. New Norwegians 0, Old Norwegians 1. No. Well, yeah. I don't know. Am I New Norwegian or Old Norwegian? At some point, all the Old Norwegians emigrated to the Faroese Islands. Yeah, other way around. Yeah, yeah. Gizakil would like to have a price of membership on Play Magnus. Yeah, I'll look into that. Why does Denmark suck at chess? I don't know. I don't know that you do. I have a Danish chess magazine lying around here somewhere in which Denmark got 2 European champions in the youth games. So Denmark in the last year had the under 18 and the under 14 European chess champion. And those European championships, those are tough. I tell you, there's Armenians, there's Russians. Winning those is a real achievement. And they had 2 Danish champions in the same championship. There has not been a Norwegian winner of a European youth championship since 1992. So that's just saying the Danes are on their way. They have some good talents coming up. And the clock starts shaking, which is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Linolam has given a subscription to High Shovel. That is very generous, Linolam. And I hope High Shovel giving the praise for the channel will make sure to be on the line for every stream. Random Name wants to know, how far do you live from Magnus? It's a 10-minute bus ride. Oslo is not a very big city. Yeah, it's not looking good. We need to discuss tomorrow's menu in order to avoid a new spaghetti disaster. Well, Toril, tomorrow for the Pro Chess League, Magnus is not playing. Magnus is not playing. We have Laurent Fresinet, the French Grandmaster. He will defend the Gnomes board 1. ATI asks, how was it to serve Magnus, the king, cold spaghetti. I mean, in my defense, I want to just make that absolutely clear. I offered Magnus food before he started streaming. At that point, the spaghetti was very, very hot. The only reason the spaghetti was cold was because he turned me down and then over an hour later asked, actually, could I get some of that? I don't. Are you criticizing me for not having a micro oven? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hammer spaghetti is definitely better than mom's spaghetti. Refresh the page, says Nesefir. I'm just gonna do it. I just assume that you guys know what you're saying. It's blinking because somebody has lost their connection. And unfortunately, that someone is me. That someone is me. And perpetual stalemate is saying do not refresh. That is just confusing. Jensensen asks, is there no chance you are given a wild card to the Norway chess tournament? I don't think so. I mean, they have made it pretty clear that they care a lot about the ratings of their participants. And I'm not even sure they will invite Aryan. I mean, Aryan is the current world junior champion. I really think that they can afford to invite him. I mean, for some moment, just stop looking at ratings and look at he's a Norwegian player who is the world first ever Norwegian world junior chess champion. But I'm not sure they are even going to invite Aryan. And they're certainly not going to invite me. Are you able to memorize the whole winning game you played against Carlsen in Norway chess? Yeah, I should be able. But that doesn't mean I'll actually manage. I was going to do the whole game now, but apparently I can't do it without being on the server. Mid King once again bringing up the beach volleyball video. I really recommend that you take a look at it. It was one of my proudest moments in sports. A televised beach volleyball show match against Magnus. And I won. I was, yeah, no, I had a lot of fun that day. Random name asks, what will happen first? Magnus reaching 2900 or dropping below 2800? To be honest, I don't think neither is ever going to happen. I don't think Magnus is going to cross 2900. And I think he's going to quit chess before he goes below 2800. How many points did you get on FPL this game week? I don't remember, but I got quite a few. I was saved by Mr. Eden Hazard, my captain, in the last game. Of course, my trades for the week was to bring in Alonso at any cost. So that was fun. Actually, I got him before they lost 3-0 to Bournemouth, which was, yeah. My trades haven't been fantastic in the FPL Fantasy Premier League. Yeah, I got kicked out. I got kicked out. And there we have perpetual stalemate, making sure that his comments are known and show on stream. That is creative. Creative information flow. Okay, Stedia is writing, my girlfriend is thinking about naming our unborn child Jon Ludwig because she thinks I will love him even more. Yeah, what's not to love? What's not to love? Jon Ludwig, the 2.0. 2.0. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Are they gonna restart it again? Clearly they didn't solve whatever hitch, whatever problem there was in the first place. They are canceling. Well, how can I know? I'm not even managing to get online to see if they are making a cancel announcement. Hawks is saying it's cancelled and they're saying it's off. How can you know, Hawks? I can't even. I don't even know. How do you know? Yeah, I'm sorry, Atlas. Links are not Moobot's favorite thing. Trying to figure it out. I guess I'll try harder figuring it out. Maybe I'll just ban Moobot. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go on. Let the links flow. Ah, there's the official stream. Of course. There's the official stream. The Title Tuesday stream. Wow, Moobot is still in there? I tried unmodding Moobot, but apparently it just has total control of all words, regardless. I'm gonna have to go on Slack, I guess. What is the next tournament you play? Asks Baum Johan. I will be playing in the Kragehe Resort Chess Open. It's in February. 9 games in 5 days. I'm looking forward to it if I win my games. I'm dreading it if I lose my games. So that is my next tournament. And that is also why I cannot participate in the chess.com Crazy House Championship, which was announced today. So chess.com Crazy House Championship, looking very like a fun event, but I won't be able to play in the final because I'm playing chess in real life, unfortunately. In Depth asks, can you speak German? Ein bisschen. Yeah, I know. But it's not because the glasses are poor. It's because my ears somehow cannot... My ears are not able to keep the glasses in place. I have a different pair, which is better. How well can Carlson speak German? Much better than me. I mean, I had German in school for 2 years, Magnus had German in school for 5 years, and also he traveled a bit in Germany. So Magnus's German is pretty good, I think. Challenge Eric for a blitz. He's streaming, having nothing to do. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to play blitz against Eric, because I'll get crushed, and I'll get crushed on stream. And I don't know if my ego can take that. Yeah, you have to bend them. Yeah, but apparently the people in the glasses store say that this is Oakley. We're not gonna bend that. It's just not. They just said that's not gonna happen. Eric is playing Penguin. Well, that's fine. Then I don't have to play Eric or Penguin. Andrew Tang, the Penguin. Hansen is playing Bartholomew. Yeah, no, apparently everybody is playing Hansen at the moment. Wow, I have 300 viewers for not even playing chess? What have I been doing with my life? What have I been doing with my life? Wow, I'm not even playing. People just want to watch me. I don't know. Is a live chess back up? I guess we'll be doing more bullet. Let's do some more bullet, and then we'll do the Pro Chess League Fantasy. Tournament is officially cancelled, says Chess Bay. That is too bad. Maybe they will reschedule. That could be interesting. But actually next Tuesday, I don't think I can play. Next Tuesday is the final day of the Carlsen Nakamura match. Isolda came for the talk show. I don't know. Talk show without guests is uncommon at best. I'm waiting for bullet challenges. I'm online waiting for bullet challenges. We're here for the intentionally funny hammer, says Blue Window. H-file not visible. That's a very good point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's have Eric and Bartholomew in the background to make sure that the entire board is visible. I'm gonna need to remove my microphone. That fork was a result of my microphone being in the way. That can happen. That can happen. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marius. I think there's a good chance I'm gonna flag you. I don't see this game ending any other way. Yeah, I'm sorry about the mishap with the board. No, actually, Dear Cell we played earlier. I should have accepted the other challenge. My apologies to the Polish gentleman. I will accept your challenge next. Apparently, Ilya, the Title Tuesday tournament has been cancelled. So now I'm sitting here wondering what to do with my life. Probably we will be playing some bullet, and then I'll do my fantasy Pro Chess League fantasy team for the week. And a reminder that you can win a special $10,000 prize if you manage to get all of the top scorers correctly. So nobody has been even close so far. But if you manage to stumble upon 16 top scorers plus the best team, then you can win the big prize. I'll take that one and then go here. I have a decent amount of pieces for my queen, so I'm not massively concerned. That's a good move. Defending on h3. I had not seen that move. But I'm going to win on time. Why block the bishop with f6? I was trying to capture his bishop. So when I played f6, I was planning to go g5, trapping the bishop. But he prevented that by going g4. Maybe I could have gone e5 to kind of make my point with this f6 move, but I chose to get the g6 square for my knight, and also potential of going up to h4. Let's do our Polish friend Benitaris. That's why it's 10k, because nobody gets even close. Yeah, but it's like the lottery. Actually, it's much more generous than the lottery. I mean, your chances of getting 16 top chess players is much better than getting the lottery numbers. So I still think it's pretty generous, but of course it's difficult. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a special 10k prize. But at some point, somebody's got to take it, right? At some point, when we have... Wow, Benitares is creating a lot of trouble with the bishop and the knight. So I'm going to kick the knight away. And then you sacrifice. I don't think that was a good idea. I think this is a good trade for me. Now my pieces are running up the board. Hebior asks, are you 100% dedicated to chess now? Yes, actually I'm very close on approaching my 5-year anniversary. So in March, I'm gonna have my 5-year anniversary, 5 years as a full-time chess professional. So that maybe I should try to do some kind of celebration out of that. A lot of streamers do that, right? Celebratory streams of different kinds. Can you beat Magnus 16 at the Play Magnus app? Actually, I basically quit playing the Magnus app because I wanted to stop at the top. So I managed to beat Magnus on my first go at Magnus, I think 24, which was the highest at that time. Maybe it was 20. 6. No, I think 24. I was playing him at 24 and then managed to win on the first try. And so I decided, you know, let's not tempt fate anymore. Let's just say that I am a winner. Isolda asks, how old were you when you became a grandmaster? I was 18. I was 18. Same as Andrew Tang, I believe. The, well, penguin. That is blundering a piece. I really was intending to go A4, and at the moment, I don't understand why I didn't. But that is a big blunder of a piece. Big mistake. Let's do some attacking on the F file. Let's go here. Probably this one next. Yes. Not sure what the idea is with this move. But as long as it keeps the opponent thinking, it's probably a good idea. Hi Shovel asks, I started playing at age... What's with Dersau being so much quicker than everyone else? This is the third game against Dersau. But it's because he was the only challenge. The only challenge I could see. You gotta step up your games, people. You missed mate on B7. I don't know. Did I? I may have. I may have. But I won the game. So who cares? Who cares? Could have saved my bishop if I wasn't such a pre-mover. This one is nice. Yeah, I don't have a queue. Yeah, and I guess what you're saying is that I should enable the queue. Yeah, I'll do that after this. Let's go settings, live chess, multiple games. Where's the, no, this is a live chess. Multiple games, yes. Save. And then back into live chess. You need Danny for a queue. No, I think I managed. I have a trick on my own. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. Sometimes I have good ideas, and I think my little trick of allowing multiple games is gonna work in order to make a queue. Thank you to Fabiano Maruana, as well as Nadish Lindem for subscribing. Wow, B6. I really thought I played C6, but I looked away for a little moment, hearing the thunder. Hearing the thunder, I looked away, and I ended up giving up my rook. That's not good news. Not good news at all. Very much not good news. This is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be very tricky. But I have a well-placed bishop. Unfortunately, he gets a well-placed knight. So we might be about just as far. Yeah, so I'm a rook down. It's not my brightest moment. I still have some hopes of flagging, but yeah. It's not great. I'll admit to that. Let's avoid any hint of a perpetual and then go back. He took my bishop. I don't think that's necessarily going to help you, my friend. That's certainly not going to help. Andrew wants to play. Says, you die. Have you been doing negotiating on my behalf? I don't know if I want to play Andrew. He would probably crush me, and then I would feel bad. Yeah, I don't really want to play Andrew. Let's go to Mr. James. James Coleman has been in the queue for a moment. Let's not do that. Let's go here instead. You learn when you lose, Hammer, says Carmen. Yeah, I guess there's some truth to that, but I don't feel like losing tonight. Yeah, I just gave away 2 pawns for absolutely nothing. I dread to think what a bullet expert like Andrew would say about that. Yeah, now I gave away 2 pawns and have no central pawns of my own. This is very, very, very bad news. Big, big bad news. Well, actually now I might be okay, because that was 1 central pawn, 2 central pawns. And now I'm even getting this one. That was 3 pawns, 4 pawns, and the scope of not very many moves. Not very many moves. He lost a lot of pawns in a short amount of time. I think that's accurate to say. Let's shut him off on the G file and then see what we can do with our pawn. Are you gonna do a spaghetti cooking stream at some point, says F Notch. No, but actually I am going to do a civilization stream. I decided yesterday, I think. Yesterday I decided that whoever has been nagging me for the civilization stream is gonna get their wish. So I haven't decided the date yet, but I'm gonna do a full day civilization stream and then basically see whether or not I have more than 10 viewers. So I'll do a full rundown, a full game of Civ 5. Hammer was overstating the probability. Civ 5, the expansion to Civ 5. I haven't played Civ 6 enough to learn it. What probability earlier? Hammer was overstating the probability of winning the prize? No. No, it's definitely, I mean, winning the chess fantasy prize, I think is definitely, I definitely think it's much easier than winning the lottery, for sure. We have an Italian challenge. I don't remember playing an Italian earlier today, so let's do the Italian challenge. No, I understand that the probability is worse. Now that I'm not arguing with, but there's a difference between picking random numbers and picking people who will do well. I mean, your chances of picking good players who will do well is much higher than picking random numbers. So I mean, if you take those combinations, yes, the likelihood will be lower, but you shouldn't. I mean, you should count that at least five of the options you can eliminate through just them not being good enough players. So yeah, I strongly disagree with that. I think you have to hit a couple of key people, couple of keyboards, but then I think the odds of winning is much better than the lottery. What difficulty level do you play on? Asks Steve. I don't remember. I haven't played for a very long time. I think I play on the fourth highest, third or fourth highest. I don't remember their names. Prince, is that one of the... Multiplayer or single player? I'm gonna play single player. I have never played multiplayer in my life. And that's also why I'm very poor at Civilization. Because I don't appreciate the value of military. Because I always play with the computer, and the computer is really dumb. I mean, it's really, really dumb. So I just get some crossbows, and then I manage to defend my city, and then I don't build any military at all. Just get the science victory. But I already did warn whoever was going on and on about the Civilization that I'm not very good at it. So that I already gave that warning. Eagle Jorge Jorg. Eagle Jorg. Yeah, no, I'll accept you next, Vertrich. Perpetual stalemate is saying playing against the computer is like stealing candy from a really dumb baby. Yeah. No, I agree with that assessment. I agree. But it's still fun. I still enjoy. Hammer time. Checkmate. When does Title Tuesday start? Asks Chesko. Title Tuesday is cancelled. So I really should... I should change the stream name in order to... Ooh, that's very sneaky attack there. Coming with the Scholar Mate. But I have prevented your sneakiness. And I'm ready to kick you back. Yeah, Title Tuesday has been cancelled. Unfortunately. It's not going to restart. As far as I understand, they're actually cancelling it. They tried one restart and then it kind of went boom. That time as well. So I don't think there's going to be another restart. I'm attacking this pawn. At some point you're going to have to defend it. Otherwise I'm going to take it. Title Thursday. Yeah, it might be rescheduled. But on Thursday, there's the Arena King. So for me, the best thing would be, yeah. I actually have a bit of a schedule for the coming days. So probably, if it's rescheduled for the next 7 days, I probably won't be able to make it. Scholarmate could work. I mean, if I'm not paying attention, it could work. Definitely. Kong Risala is saying that Civ 3 is superior. No, no. Civ 5 is really good. Civ 6, I haven't really started, but I think Civ 6 really addresses some of the issues with earlier versions. For instance, the that the scout or units cannot move. They're remaining, as long as they have a move left, they can go to even a hill. And that kind of exploiting that has been a big part of earlier Civ versions. And Civ 6 fixing that was actually pretty clever, I think. La Pistola. Probably I'm butchering names, but La Pistola has subscribed. Thank you very much. Gigas is setting up his fantasy team. Yeah, probably I think I'm out of challenges. I think the only guys challenging me at the moment is people that have already played. So if there's no new names among the challenges, I'm gonna do my fantasy team. Turbo Tuttai asks, are you gonna be commenting on the 960 tournament? The match between Carlsen and Nakamura? And unfortunately, no. I will not be doing commentary on that, but I will be on site. So if you are at the Henny Onsdag Kunstcenter on Monday or Tuesday, do come say hi. I'm gonna be around. That was a mistake. I blundered this pawn as well as the pin toward my king. But I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. Chase the bishop away. And then queen the pawn. Who do you hope becomes Magnus's opponent in the World Championship? I'm gonna hope for Mamedyarov. I think Magnus has a really nice score against Mamedyarov. I think he would beat him in a match. Also Ding Liren. I think Ding is a great player, but he got massively schooled when the two of them had a match in St. Louis this fall. So I think getting a match against Ding Liren after crushing him in Blitz and Rapid would probably be good. Anand is not qualified. Are we still talking about the candidates? Anand is not in the candidates, so he's definitely not gonna be the challenger. How do I invite? Asks Melum Setich. Somebody in the chat who can help him out. I think you can write Title Tuesday is not going on. I'm gonna change the title. We have a lot of new incoming challenges. Let's see, this one already played, this one played, this one played. This is not 1 minute. I think we played. But this, I think, is a new victim coming up. Apparently the new victim was not interested. Let's do... I don't think I recognize this username. Will Geary play Norway chess? I don't know. The full Norway chess field is not announced. So if they already did their invites, Geary is not playing because he was not very high rated. But if they are doing their invites this month, maybe he will be invited after doing so well at the Tata Steel tournament. It's a bluff. He could have taken it. But I thought probably he will think it's dangerous. Improving strength. Do you think it's better to play stronger opponents or evenly rated opponents? I don't know. Probably stronger opponents. But at the same time, the best way to increase your rating is just beating lower rated opponents. So I mean, when you get better at chess, the way you prove that you're better at chess by increasing your rating is just by making sure you beat people who are lower rated than you are. That is the key to chess ratings. Just beat the guys who are worse than you, and you'll do fine. Or I say worse, but I mean lower rated, right? Mr. Knut has his king in the center, and I think that's going to be a problem for him coming up. Check to your king. Ooh, that's risky. Very risky play. Very risky play by Knut. That's a queen. I'm actually not even going to take the queen. I should have taken the queen. But a free piece is pretty good as well. Is that checkmate? No. That is checkmate. That is checkmate. Yeah, all the challenges I'm getting is people who already played. So I think let's do the fantasy team. Let's do the fantasy team. Where do I? Here. So if I do this, how is the cut? No, I'm gonna do a new screen grab. Let's remove that and do, I guess, do this. Is that gonna be good? It's gonna be very good. Let's do this. And then I should share the link in the chat. Okay, so everyone, this is the Pro Chess League Fantasy Contest. If you get 17 right answers, you win a $10,000 prize. So it's worth your time. It's worth your time. Do not make the same picks as me, because then we will have to share the prize. And also, I have never gotten 17 correct answers so far. So, you know, no guarantee I will get it right. Yeah. So we need to fill out some stuff. Email address, username, and then we have the big decisions to make. Which teams are we picking for the Eastern Division? Suggestions are welcome. Let's see. Who are our candidates? We have Zaven Adriasian, Abjit Gupta, Uttamar Ladva, Vishwanathan Anand. Wow, Anand is making his Pro Chess League debut for the Mumbai Movers. And thank you to HTB for subscribing. We have Laurent Fresinet, the French Grandmaster for the Norway Gnomes. We have Benjamin Gladura for the Oslo Trolls. We have Kovalenko and we have Andreikin. Ooh, this is going to be very, very tricky to decide. I'm going to have the pairings on a different tab. This is what you were talking about. Picking Anand. Yen, I have not seen Anand play on a chess server ever. So I'm not going to pick him because I'm not sure he's too familiar with internet chess. I'm also not going to pick Fresinet because he is, as Perpetual Stalemate says in the chat, too weak, too slow. I picked him 2 weeks ago on my fantasy team when he was board 2, and he did not do very well. So I'm not making that mistake again. Not going with Fresinet. I'm very interested about Andreikin. Andreikin is such a strong player. But the Volga Stormbringers are playing the Armenian Eagles. That's a tricky matchup. Very tricky matchup. And then we have Gladura, who is interesting. A very young grandmaster from Hungary. But he's playing Mumbai Movers. He's playing against Vishwanathan Anand. The Oslo Trolls are playing against Vishy Anand. That is interesting and a great opportunity for the 3 Norwegians on the team. Are there any easy pairings? Any easy pairings? The Estonian team is not doing very well. Well, I mean, they're doing very well. They were leading the division before Super Sunday. Um, but they don't have the strongest team in this round. Gigas ended up with Andrekin. Yeah, but the Armenian Eagles are really doing well. The Eagles won the Super Sunday. Um, they won the Super Sunday. So even though Andrekin is tempting, I mean they have some really tough opposition. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Very tricky one. To be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. If I were in this spot, well, if I were you, I would go with Kovalenko. Kovalenko is such a beast. Kovalenko is a really good internet chess player. But the thing is that according to the pro chess rules, I'm not allowed to pick people on the team that we are playing against. So I cannot pick. I cannot pick Kovalenko. The Ukrainian bear from Kiev is saying very correctly that Anand is the world rapid champion. Okay, so I'm gonna give Anand the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he has been playing a lot of internet chess, but he is a very good chess player. That is true. So I'm gonna go with Anand on board 1. On board 2, I'm probably gonna go with Jan Elvest. He has been, he's been performing 2800 on that board. So I think basically regardless who they are playing, I'm going to pick him. Yeah, I think so. I mean, his performance has been unbelievable. On third board is more tricky. Third board is very tricky. Christiansen, maybe. Kanep, maybe. Petrosian. I think Petrosian had a terrible week last Wednesday. I think he had a terrible week last Wednesday. Probably I'll stay away from him. I'm not going to do Grover. This guy I never heard of. I cannot do Meskovs because my team is playing against him. And that I'm kind of low on possibilities after that. Any suggestions about board 3? I'm pretty set on board 4. On board 4 I'm getting my guy, the gnome. But board 3 is tricky. Lindholm doesn't know any of these guys. Yeah, what to do. I'll take a look at the pairings. Mumbai Movers. Who is this guy on the Mumbai Movers? He's an IM of 2410. No, I don't think I'm going to go with you, Mr. Muhammad Nubar Shaki. Am I gonna go with the Armenian guy? Possibly. The Armenian guy is looking pretty good. But at the same time, I think he had a bad week not too long ago. Kanep. Has Kanep been doing very well? I really don't know. Johann Sebastian is very confident. But he's always very confident, and sometimes he's overly confident. tricky. Very tricky board. Very tricky board. And nobody has any suggestions in the chat. That is not very helpful. Not very helpful. Oh, now the chat is going with the kid grandmaster. Nudirbek. Nudirbek. Yeah. Maybe, but he's playing against the Armenian team. And the Armenian team is so strong. I don't see myself picking against the Armenian team. Yeah, I'm really torn. I'm actually gonna go with the troll. The troll, the Oslo Trolls. Lars Oskar Hauge. I'm gonna go with him. He's pretty good. And I'm hoping that he can upset Vishwanathan Anand. And for the last board, I'm going with Torbjørn Ringdal Hansen, the gnome. He has been doing very well for the gnomes so far. And he's playing now on board number 4. I think the way he's been playing this season, he's a top pick for board number 4. Then we have the next division, and once again some really high level names on board 1. MVL for the migraines, Meyer for the snowballs. And Luka Lenic is not playing. Luka managed to beat Magnus on Sunday, but he's not playing this week. I'm gonna go check the pairings. Let's see. The migraines are playing against the Slovenian team. Migraines against Slovenia. We have Meyer against a pretty old Icelandic team. Meyer against a pretty old Icelandic team. That's interesting. I find that very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And then we have Van Veli. That's interesting. The London Towers are pretty weak. But they have Rendell. Rendell is overperforming. You know what? I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. Okay, Maxim is going to be a good pick. Maxim is going to be a good pick. But I'm actually going to go with Mayer. I'm going to go with Mayer. I think he has a good opportunity to make 4 points against the Icelandic guys. Some of the Icelandic guys are older than Seaman, yeah. The Icelanders are playing with Hjartarson on the first board. And he, I believe, is Seaman's generation. He might even be older than Seaman. And then they also have Þröstur Þorhalsson, who is much older than Seaman. I think Þröstur is maybe 60 now. Yeah, so for the second board, am I gonna choose Etienne? I think that is the big question. Am I gonna go with Etienne for the second board? But the thing is, I think I picked Etienne earlier, one of the earlier weeks, and I was not happy with the way he performed. And using the same logic I did already, I don't think I should do Etienne if I don't want to do MVL. I don't think I want to Walter might be interesting. Walter managed to beat Magnus in the weekend. So I think I'm between Walter and who's my other guy? Walter or Etienne, I suppose. Walter or Etienne? That is the question. The Mosquitoes are playing the London Towers. So there's a big question of whether Walter would be able to defeat Gawain Jones. Probably he would be an underdog against Gawain, whereas Etienne would not be an underdog against any of the Slovenian guys. So I'm going to go with Etienne. And for the third board, I'm going to go with Gasoli. Because Gasoli is pretty good. And now I'm pretty heavy on the migraines. But for the fourth board, I'm going to do Thorfinnsson. Always go with Thorfinnsson for board number 4. He has been magnificent so far. Lindelöf is saying that Sebenik is a very underrated grandmaster. Yes, and the migraines setup was looking pretty good. But I think because I think the Slovenians are much more dangerous than on paper, I decided not to go with MVL. I think I had a better option than MVL on the first board than putting him up against the Slovenians. But on the two other boards, I couldn't find any better bets than the 2700 Grandmaster on board 2 and the 2600 guy on board 3. Those are both good options. And I think even though the Slovenians, I know that they're going to put up a very good fight, I think I didn't have any better options. Actually, maybe on board 3 I could do Randall, but I don't really believe in it. I'm gonna go with Gasoli. Cornox fan asks, where do you know Magnus Carlsen from? Well, basically my entire life. The Norwegian chess community is not that big. I've known him since I was 10 years old. And now Stevis is making a big poll for Fabiano over Lenderman. I don't think there's any risk to me picking Lenderman for the Atlantic board 1. But Le Quang Liem is such a beast. Le Quang Liem is such a guy. I might go with him. And also, the Blizzards have been overperforming massively, but their lineup is not very impressive. The Blizzards, I mean, they have Andrew Tang on board number 2, but other than that, the Blizzards are not looking impressive. So I might have some chess bras in my lineup. And our bear from Dynamo Kiev has chosen Le Quang Liem over Fabiano as well. Let's see. Fabiano is playing Avonder Liang and Shabalov. Whereas Le Quang Liem is playing Ituhisaga and Gesera. Interesting. The Miami champions are lacking a player. They have an average of 24-13. So they are not fielding their strongest team. So probably I should go with some Webster guys. But am I going to do it on board number 1? I'm not so sure. Let's also check out the Buenos Aires Krakens. They have had a horrible tournament so far. And that makes a good case for taking a Lenderman, actually. If a Lenderman can crush the Krakens, it could be an interesting pick. Once again, a tricky one here. Like Kwang Liem has to play Iturisaga. Fabiano can deal with Shabalov, says Stevis. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking Van Kampen, actually. Van Kampen, didn't he have a decent weekend the other day? And Van Kampen, I mean, the Blizzards have been doing magnificently in the league. But this team they are fielding, I cannot believe in it. But on the other hand, maybe I shouldn't go Van Kampen. Maybe I should go Jordan. Van Forest on the second board. But on the other hand, Fedoseev is going to be tempting on the second board as well. Ooh, it's a tricky one. You know what? I'm gonna buy Stevis's argument. I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna go with the Webster guys, because even though the champions have lower rated board 3 and 4, their top 2 boards is enough to avoid a perfect score against them. So I'm not gonna go with Lequan or Shimanov. I'm gonna go with can I click these usernames? No. So if I want to see their points overall, where would I go? I know I should put this all up on the screen for you, but this wasn't really the screen grab I was planning to do. Fabi has been doing pretty well. 9.5 out of 12 is decent. Yeah, so let's actually go with Fabi. I saw him on the Chess Bra stream the other day, and it seemed like he had been working more on his crazy house than his chess. So at the very least, he's doing internet chess. But I think he was really good at Crazy House, so I feel like maybe he has been spending more time on that than actual chess. Kaya in the chat asks, "Are you gonna be there for Carlsen Nakamura this weekend?" No, I'm not gonna be there this weekend, but I'm coming for Monday and Tuesday. So I'm coming for the 2 final days. I'm gonna be at the Carlsen Nakamura match. I'm gonna go with Fabiano. He'll get my vote, and then I'm gonna do Jordan. I think Jordan was the one having a good match. Let me actually check the chess bra. Van Kampen 2.5 out of 4. Jordan 3.5 out of 4. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Jordan. And then on board 3, now I'm going to be tricky. Because now I might go with Grabinski. Because the champions were much weaker than expected. Or maybe I should go with the Canadian guy. Maybe the Canadian guy. Charbonneau. Maybe I should go with the Canadian guy. Let's see how he has been doing previously in the league. Lenderman has been doing well. Charbonneau has not been doing well. So that's a big no on the Canadian Grandmaster. Mitkov, no, I don't believe. No, not a believer, not a believer. Shetty, I have no idea who is. Alejandro, okay, so it's between Alejandro and Grabinski. Tricky. But I think it's gonna be Grabinski from me. Alejandro. Actually, Alejandro is interesting. Let's go with Alejandro and then do the Colas. Yes. Let's go with him. Spin words like Grabinski. Yeah, no, I think it's interesting because the Miami team is weakened on board 3. So I think going for one of the windmill guys on the last 2 boards, I think makes perfect sense. But at the same time, when one of the alternatives is Alejandro, and Alejandro is, I mean, he's the 3rd board, but he's as high rated as the 1st board on the other team. Then I think I gotta go with him. Alejandro has not done well so far. Okay, so you're really saying that I should go with Grabinski. You think that Alejandro cannot make 2 points? I mean, even if he hasn't done too well, he should be able to make 2 points. Let's see, Alejandro Ramirez, 5.5 out of 12 with a 2460 performance. 2460 performance. I think that means we're gonna jump ship. We're jumping ship on Alejandro. And we're gonna go with Grabinski. Thank you, Stevies. No, Spinwords. Thank you, Spinwords. That is, you have officially convinced me. But now Nisso is going, the Chessbra guy is doing very well on board 3. A Thai player I have never heard of. And apparently I should go with him. Sounds surprising. 7 out of 8. Wow. 7 out of 8. No, but yeah. Okay, this is interesting. He had 7 out of 8, but the performance rating is pretty low. And it's because 7 out of 8 is from the Super Sunday. Super Sunday, 7 out of 8. So that means he only played other 3rd board players. But 7 out of 8 is still a very good score. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Who are the Chess Bras playing against? Chess Bra. They are playing the Blizzards. And I already said I wasn't too big a fan of the Blizzards. But is it better than Grabinski? Oh man, this is tricky. But I'm gonna spend some time on it. There's $10,000. There's $10,000 on the line. I'm gonna spend some time on this decision. Grabinski playing 2 2200s on the Miami team, but then having 2 2600s to get crushed by. Or am I gonna go with the Thavandrian when he's playing the Blizzards? The thing about playing the Chessbra guy is that he's gonna have chances of winning every single game. I mean, even against the number 1 Blizzard guy, he can get some points off him. But on the other hand, he might lose some of these games as well. And he's starting out against Andrew Tang. And you know that's going to be a tough game. And if you start out with a loss, then you might let that affect the rest of your play. But Grabinski is starting out with the two 2600s. So he might get to 2 losses before getting the games he should go for the win. Such a difficult decision. Such a difficult decision. Mitkov has been horrible for the Blizzards. Mitkov has been horrible. Andrew has been good, but not great. Flores has actually done very well. And then this Birdson is a new free agent. Tricky stuff. Sometimes you just gotta make a decision. Wow, even Stevis is saying maybe Alejandro. Even Stevis is saying maybe Alejandro. Wow. Actually, maybe Mitkov. I'm not doing Mitkov. Maybe Alejandro after all. Grabinski playing against two 2200s. And then do we think he can grab a point of the 2600s? I mean, he's just going to sit there trying to make a draw, right? But on the other hand, he might lose to one of the 2200s. Rosenthal did very good yesterday. Yeah, no, I'm not doing Alejandro. You convinced me about staying away. Yeah, let's do the chess bra. Let's do some chess bra emotes if I have them. Apparently I don't have chess bra emotes. But yeah. They're gonna shoot the penguin. So I'm gonna use one of Andrew's own emotes to illustrate how the chess bras are gonna shoot the penguin and get the points off the what's their name? Blizzards. Okay, next one. Pacific Division. Mamedyarov, he's a beast. Nakamura is a pretty good player. Dreyev is okay. Wang Yue, wow. Another very tough pick on the first board. Let's check out the pairings. The Surfers are playing the Rio Grande Ospreys. And the Ospreys have done horrendously so far. Horrendously. The Seattle Sluggers with Nakamura are playing Dallas Destiny. And Dallas Destiny is a very evenly matched team. That's interesting. That's making me want to go with Hikaru. I think he can beat every single one there. We have Mamedyarov, who's playing Kachikian. That's very tempting as well. Mamedyarov against a team of 2500s. He's going to walk all over them. He's going to walk all over them. But do keep in mind that Mamedyarov, can somebody in the chat do some time zone calculation? Mamedyarov is probably playing in the morning, right? Because the Pacific Division starts at like 3 a.m. Norway time. No, 2 a.m. Norway time. And that is 4 a.m. Azerbaijan time. So I think Mamedyarov will be playing at 4 a.m. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, maybe he has done well in the past, but you cannot keep up good performances when playing at 4 a.m. At some point, it's gonna go wrong. Let's look at Mamedyarov's score. He has 6 out of 8. So a very good score, but it's not 100%. Very good score, but not 100%. 2 hours later than Norway. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I think Pacific starts at 2 a.m. Norwegian time. So I think he's going to be playing at 4 a.m. Azerbaijan time. And that's... I cannot support that. I cannot support that. So Mamedyarov is out. We have Wang Yue. Wang Yue on board 1, playing against Smirnov and some other people. No, I'm gonna go with Hikaru. Hikaru is gonna want to show his... But on the other hand, maybe Hikaru is in Europe. Does anyone know where Hikaru is? He played the Gibraltar tournament. And then he's playing the match against Magnus pretty soon. I mean, he's playing the match against Magnus starting Friday. So I would think there's a very reasonable chance he's in Europe as well. Man, he's probably in Europe. Mamedyarov made 6.5 out of 8. No, 6 out of 8 against board 1s only. Should be a decent time for Wang Yue. Yeah, I think China is... China, I think, is 7 hours ahead. 6 or 7. So yeah, I think the Chinese are fine in terms of time. Hikaru, if he's not in Europe, it would surprise me. Because then he should get on a plane instead of playing the Pro Chess League. So I'm going to go with Mamedyarov is in Azerbaijan. Hikaru is in Italy or Europe somewhere. And I'm not going to go with them. So I'm going to go with Wang Yue. And as always, the Pandas, such a badass team. Such a badass team. Wang Yue has tough opponents. Well, he has the Kangaroos, right? I mean, they have a kid, but other than that, maybe they have 4 kids. But I don't think they're too dangerous. I think Wang Yue eats kids for breakfast. Literally. Well, not literally, but it's gonna be breakfast time for him. And he's gonna eat those kids for breakfast. Pandas, you know? Eat all that stuff. Kangaroos have had some strong performances. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna push me off Wang Yue. Yeah, I don't think so. Because people shouldn't be playing during the night. I think it's not clever. Yeah, Hikaru might kill it, even though 2 a.m. for Hikaru, he could, I mean, that's just another day in bullet paradise, right? Kangaroos have had some strong performances. Let's check out the Kangaroos. Kangaroos. Savrana has been performing 200 over his rating. Wow. Savrana. I don't even know who that is. And this Temur Kuibakorov, he was doing very well in the Saturday. And Clark has been doing very well on the final board. Okay, so maybe stay away from the kangaroos is what you're saying. Okay, I'll go with Hikaru. I mean, if it's in Europe, it's gonna be 2 a.m. And I mean, he's chosen to play, so probably it'll be fine. But that was a tough one. A lot of tough decisions. A lot of tough decisions on this one. Hikaru is sponsored by Red Bull. He never sleeps. Yeah, fair point. I'm gonna go with Hikaru on this one. Let's go with number 2. We have Smirnov. We have Juvenyun. We have Luke. We have Pagelsa. Gabuzian. Michael Brown. Nachoditsky. And Petrosyan. It's gonna be between Naroditsky and Petrosyan for me. Nachoditsky and Petrosyan. So Nachoditsky is playing a not very strong Las Vegas Desert Rats. So the only reason I didn't pick Mamedyarov was because I'm nervous about the time. I'm not nervous about the time on Danya's behalf, and as such he's going to be my board 2 player. But then what to do on board 3? Not this one, not this one. No, 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 no. I'm going no on everyone except these 2, but the problem is these 2 are playing each other. These 2 are playing each other. So maybe there's some of these guys who has a good pairing to exploit. So the Desert Rats not looking fantastic, but now I'm down on a 2400 player. So I'm not going to put the 2400 against the Desert Rats. We have Hevia. Hevia is the highest rated of those players mentioned. But the Rio Grande has been having a horrible season. So I don't see myself picking one of their guys. Let's see. Hevia has a 2400 performance. You're out, my friend. You're not getting on my team. So this is a tricky one. Board 3. Board 3. Very tricky one. I'm happy with Danya on board 2. Naroditsky is going to do very well. Board 3. Are we going to go with the pandas? Are we doing the kangaroos? Or are we trying to be clever with some of these lesser known guys? Spinwards has been having excellent suggestions in the chat. And he's recommending to go with the Chinese Zoo. And Peko agrees. He also says Pig Zoo. I guess I'll go with the crowd. We're going with the panda. It would be too bad to have a team without a panda. They are just so strong. Stupa on board 4. That is very interesting. Stupa on board 4. And this Clark, I was checking the kangaroos. Clark has been doing very well. Stupa on board 4. That's tempting, but I was unhappy with their pairing. Stupa, Grandmaster. Grandmaster 2428. Something has happened since the last time I was checking his rating. That's not good. Let's see. Desert Rats. How has Stupa been doing? This is actually the first time he's playing. He's making a season debut. Stupa is a no-brainer, says Romelda Fox. Yeah, but at the same time, they have such a tough pairing. They are playing against Petrosian and they're playing against Nakamura. Right? No, they're playing against the Hackers, which is Mamedyarov and Naroditsky, which is basically just as bad. Wow, Danya has not been doing very well. Danya has a performance under 2600. Maybe I shouldn't be going with him. I'm happy with him. Stopa, who are these other guys? Can I exploit their pairings? So Stopa would be highest rated in 2 games. Yeah, no, I mean, he would be highest rated in 2 games. Who cares if he gets crushed by Shakhriyar and Danya? He will be highest rated in 2 games, and to score 2 points, that's probably good enough. Is the Kangaroo going to score 2 points? Probably not. The Chinese girl? Maybe. We know that the Chinese girls can be very tricky. But having the rating edge in 2 games is making me want to go with Stopa. Craig Hilby, says Farhan Ahmed. Craig Hilby, I'll have to check him out. Which team is that? The Surfers. The Surfers with a guy I never heard of. Craig Hilby, he has 1.5 out of 4. So that's a big bad no from me. 1.5 out of 4 is not good enough for me. On the other hand, I should say that after having checked who they play. They play the Ospreys, and the Ospreys have been doing so poorly. So poorly. So maybe Hilby is a good pick just on account of the team they are playing. Cambrath has not done well. Hevia has not done well. Gambusian has not done well. And Stubokin has not done well. Okay, so basically the entire Rio Grande team has been doing well below their rating. That actually, I agree, that makes Hilby an interesting one. Hilby is a decent shout, but risky, says Spinwood. Yeah, the Ospreys have been underperforming, but are you saying that they are better than they have managed to show? Or are they just really poor? That is the big question. And Stopa is playing Kavutsky and Christopher Yu. I don't really know either one of those players. Hilby. I don't even know who Hilby is. I am 2375. It's hard to imagine Stopa not scoring 2 points. Yeah, but he might not. You never really know, right? It's such a tricky one. I'm gonna go with Stopa, but I think Hilby is a very interesting. I like that suggestion. And I'm gonna go with the Migraines. Migraines as the highest scoring team. I have 2 Migraines, and the one Migraine I do not have is MVL. So I really think that the Migraines might do some damage on whomever their opponent is. Yeah, I think I'm happy with Chess Bras. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Migraines. Okay, that's it from me. last chance. I'm gonna give everybody a last chance to say no, you should not go with this player. So we have Anand, we have Elvest. Elvest is actually very, very old, but he has been such a beast in the division so far. I'm gonna go for him. We have Hauge in a very difficult third board Eastern. Hauge was a very difficult pick, but I'm gonna go for it. Hansen, Meyer, Bakro, Gozoli, Thorfinson, Caruana, Van Forest, Thavandiran, Kolas, Nakamura Naroditsky, Zhu Zhangyu, and Jacek Stopa. Why not Can? They are against two FMs. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check out Valentina. Valentina, third board. Valentina, third board against two FMs. So maybe I should go get Valentina. No, but who am I gonna pick instead of Valentina? No, I mean, no, I don't think Gozoli is also a good pick. And I realize Valentina is against two FMs, but I think Gozoli has a bigger potential for getting 3 points or more. So I think I'm happy with not having any blockbusters on the team. Romelda Fox asks, will you be covering the Carlsen Naka match? No, unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not going to be doing that. But if you are Norwegian or if you are going to be on site, I will be there for the final 2 days and hanging around. Gunat Mardua. So today's stream, there was going to be a Title Tuesday. There wasn't. But instead, we got really patiently looking at all the options for the fantasy chess. So there's that. Lapalag asks, where is the match going to be held? It's at the Henny Onsdag Kunstsenter in Bærum in Sandvika. So Henny Onsdag Kunstsenter. Yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Remember that the Pro Chess League is tomorrow. The Norway Gnomes will be playing at 5 p.m. I repeat, 5 p.m. I'll probably start my stream half an hour earlier. So do join me tomorrow at 4:30 Central European time. And until then, bye-bye.